Okay, we are on air.
Hey, everybody, we're going to be getting started in just a minute. Just give us a moment. We have a few more people coming on, so just give us a couple minutes and we will be ready to go. Again, we have a couple more people signing on, so we welcome you here today. Give us a couple more minutes and we will be good to go. I've got teenagers bopping in and outside of my room. Matt, we good?
We are good.
All right, talk to you in a bit. Okay, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. We are so excited to have you here on this live stream. My name is Bobby Smith. I'm the Vice President of Powur, and we are honored to have you here today. Many of our top leaders are on the line here today, people that have contacted you because they wanted you to hear about our company, what we're doing. Let me just frame this call for you real quick here today. This is really about two things. This is about the undeniable facts that I will discuss with you today. And this is about precisely why, when we're done, you should hang up from here and register for Powur. It's a why now conversation. It really is about why you should do this now. Look, folks, we know that everyone in the world uses energy. The challenge is with energy, it's expensive, it's polluting our oceans, it's a scarce commodity that will run out. And we're dependent on the utility companies, the dirty utility companies. And it doesn't have to be that way anymore. And there really is not anyone of social, scientific, or moral conscience in the world that doesn't believe that we should transition to renewable energy. It's just a better idea. It's not a conversation about climate change or this or that. Everyone has their own opinions there. There may be a lot of scientific evidence there is, and there may be some scientific evidence that there's not. But that does not change the quality of our air, the amount of people that are dying from air pollution, the challenges to our water system. These are all real. So everyone agrees, everyone on the planet agrees that we should do something now for the environment. And what we've watched, if you want to affect change, we've watched young entrepreneurs come along with better ideas on how to communicate through Facebook, on how to travel through Uber, on how to where to stay in hotels through Airbnb, how to raise money, and how to buy things. Let's talk about them real quick. Because there's two sides of this component. Again, there's the factual evidence and there's the reason to take action now, right? So if you look at Facebook, a young man with a cool app had an idea. Most of the world thought he was crazy. And now he's one of the richest men on the planet. And he changed the way the world communicates forever via an online application. Now, from a now perspective, two guys came to his dorm room and got involved. They're worth $50 billion. And a couple guys had something better to do that night. People passed on Facebook early in the game, and they will regret that for the rest of their lives. If you look at Uber, it's the same thing. A young person with a cool new idea and a cool new app. And a lot of the really smart people thought they were crazy, and they passed on that idea. And now Uber has changed the entire transportation industry forever. So it was two conversations. It was something that changed the world and the value of getting involved early in the game. Everybody else is just watching it happen. We all watch, we use Facebook every day, right? All of us, almost all of us every day. None of us are making really money from it. A lot of us and our children, my children use Uber every single week. I'm not benefiting from it at all. Airbnb, same thing. It has changed the entire hospitality industry. They move more hotel rooms than any company in the world, and they don't own a hotel room. These companies are valued at hundreds, if not dozens of billions of dollars. Our company, Powur, just raised over $1 million online, fastest crowdfund of its kind in the history of the world. Raising money online, Etsy, Amazon. Think about it, folks. You were watching an era where JCPenney's closing stores, Sears is closing stores. They're trying to figure out what to do with the malls in the United States from a real estate perspective. Some good, some bad, but the reality is upon us. There are times where new technologies will change the world, and it's up to you as an individual. Do you want to be a part of that? Do you want to benefit from it? Or do you want to watch it go by and contribute to it? Because there's really only three sides of the equation. There's people that benefit from it. There's people that contribute, use the service, and and contribute to the economy of that service, if you will. I mean, that's really the only way. And then people that watch it go by and didn't take action, didn't do anything. Look at Airbnb and Uber. They're two perfect examples. These are two companies that simply introduce a consumer that want a better experience to an entrepreneur that has one through an online app. The consumer wants a better deal than the local hotel room. They want a better experience than the Holiday Inn. They want to save a few dollars. The entrepreneur has their home. It's cooler, it's different, it's less expensive, it's a different experience. In Uber, people want to save money over a taxi cab. They want a different experience than a taxi cab on an online platform. They go to an entrepreneur who's got a better experience. Now, again, the entrepreneur for Uber, they got to spend money, right? They got to invest in themselves. They've got to change their oil, rotate their tires, fill their car up with gas, probably have a couple car chargers, go to the car wash, get good reviews. Same thing with Airbnb. The entrepreneur has to spend money and invest in themselves to fully maximize the entrepreneurial opportunity that these companies avail to us. But it's all timing. When did you get involved in Facebook? Did you get involved in Uber? Did you get involved in Airbnb? Were you a part of it? Or are you just using it? Or are you just watching it go by? So Powur, our young company, another brilliant young entrepreneur, Jonathan Budd, one of the top online experts on the planet, made millions of dollars in his 20s. But he had a vision for a better world, a better future for his daughter. And he had that on a banana leaf in the rainforest because our president, Jim Bunch, encouraged him to go there to see the devastation that was happening in one of these extraordinary ecosystems on the planet. So we figured it out. We started by working with Elon Musk and the largest solar company in the world. And we started submitting thousands of leads to them and millions of dollars in contracts. And we started tracking the data and measuring and learning and figuring it out. And due to some challenges at Solar City and just the realization that was a better way, we built a platform like Airbnb, like Uber for solar and renewable energy. We went out and contracted with the best local and regional solar providers in the United States and now expanding to Puerto Rico, Canada, and moving around the world. The reason this works is, folks, here's where the magic happens, is because solar has been looking for a better way. Less than 2% of the people in America have transitioned to solar energy. And the numbers are similar in some places more or less around the world. There's no reason for that other than this. The solar companies most of them are good at installing. They're good at putting solar panels on. They're good at the whole process, but they're not really great front-end marketing companies. Where are they going to get those customers? They've tried it. They tried buying leads that are sold to hundreds of companies from India. They've tried billboards and magazines and kiosks in malls and Best Buy, Home Depot, door knockers, telemarketers. That's just not enough for the citizens of the planet. For the second or third biggest purchase you're going to make in your lifetime, kiosk in the mall is not going to do it. You might get your Christmas gift wrapped there. You may get your hair braided there. You may get a smoothie, but you are not going to buy solar in the mall. We just came up with a better idea, a cooler idea, a hipper idea, a more prudent idea. And we created the platform for solar and renewable energy. The solar companies are excited because they no longer have to buy those regurgitated leads or spend money on nonsense. It's almost like black and white TV. That's how they've been marketing. So the solar companies love us. The consumer gets the best deal, and you, the entrepreneur, get to make a life-changing income by participating. It really is that simple. That's what we've done, and no one in the world is doing it, and I don't think anyone in the world can catch us. Our software platform is already valued at over $1 million. We already have contracts with the vast majority of the best local and regional solar providers in the United States. Wherever you're at, we've got the best. So everybody wins, and isn't that what business is about? The solar company wins, the entrepreneur wins, the consumer wins, and the planet wins. Our children and our grandchildren win, and that's one of the biggest victories there is. The time to go solar is now. Staying on this theme of now, The time to go solar is right now. People were waiting for technology to get better, just like they did with cell phones. Do y'all remember when cell phones were $2,500 and they fit in a briefcase and there was no one to call? Do you remember when the internet was slow and clunky and dial-up and couldn't do anything? All technologies refined themselves. But here we are. Solar has been there now. Prices have come dramatically down. Performance, guarantees, warranties, everything is really at a perfect time to go solar. So you can start saving money right now. The value proposition for solar is unbeatable. No money down, 5 to 40% savings. Do the right thing for the planet. Increase the value of your home up to 10%. Lock in your electric rates against the raises that are happening, 4 to 6% every year across the United States average. Florida, FP&L, just got a 21% increase. Puerto Rico, huge increase approved. All over the United States, prices are going through the roof in most markets around the United States. Save tens of thousands of dollars over the lifetime of your system. Let's review. No money down, 5 to 40% savings. Increase of the value of your home up to 10%. Do the right thing for the planet. Lock in your electric rates against the price raises that are happening and creating an income generating system on the roof of your home. And this is just the beginning, folks. Solar is just the beginning. Our platform is renewable energy. As you may or may not know, the next big thing, which we're already shipping, is the battery in the garage. You drive solar all day long on your roof, and then you store it in your garage, and you're off the grid. You're done. What's coming behind that? What we're already seeing in Florida and many more. In Florida, commonplace, solar-powered ceiling fan. So you walk up to your door in Florida, and you are turning on your solar-powered lights. You're clicking on your solar-powered ceiling fan. You are jumping into your pool that's been powered by energy-efficient pumps. The pool is heated by a solar-powered pool heater. You're getting a drink of water or a hot cup of cocoa or whatever you're doing from your water heater, solar-powered water heater, taking a shower. We're already seeing these. If you look to the West Coast, you're pulling up in your electric car onto your solar-powered driveway, walking up your front walkway that's solar-powered. The stairs are solar-powered, and then you're walking into your renewable energy home. Folks, this is the world we're living in. This is the world we're coming in. This is the world that our children will adopt. I'm in conversations right now with a company bringing the first solar-powered air conditioner to the marketplace. Did you ever wonder why you have a metal box in 100-degree heat outside of your house to cool your home? Does that sound energy efficient to you? Folks, the time to go solar is now. Every day that someone waits to go solar, they are losing money. They are polluting the world. They are missing out on a 30% federal tax credit and state credits in some markets. And they are losing the chance to set an example for their community, for their children and their grandchildren and generations to come. Our process is simple. All you do, let's say you're at a friend's house today and you say, hey, would you like a free proposal for no money down solar? Just have the conversation. You're not selling anything. We don't sell solar. Then you're just going to punch in their zip code. You're going to go onto your cell phone, punch in their zip code, and you'll see the best providers in that marketplace. A script will pop up of how to call that company and what to say. You're going to get them on the phone with the solar provider, just dial them right in, and they're going to qualify that customer and make sure they're ready for an appointment. At that point, you're going to get paid. Some of our providers sell right on the phone. Some of them go out and see the customer, the vast majority of them. The next stage is they're going to sign a contract. And then when they install that system, you're going to get checked. We are sending out checks right now for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to people who are just going onto their phone, pushing a button and introducing their friend to the best solar provider in the marketplace. How cool is that? We'll pay you for the installation, and we pay a $2,000 bonus for your first 3 installations, and we're sending those out as we speak. Folks, if you didn't want to sell anything, we're not selling anything, right? If you don't want to sell some overpriced product to your friends, get them on a monthly auto ship, that's not us. We're turning them on to one of the best solutions they could ever have. I have 80 panels on my home. I have an $80,000 system on my home. Spent nothing, no permits, no cost, not one penny out of my pocket, saving hundreds of dollars a month and setting an example for my community. I mean, how can it get any better? The time to go solar is now, and the time to be a solar warrior is now. We created this category. No one in the world has it. In the direct sales industry, which we're a part of, it's a $200 billion industry paying out hundreds of millions of dollars in commissions daily. And we're first here, and you have a chance to be first. Being first is everything. How many of you saw the Facebook movie? It's not the thing, it's the only thing, is being there first. We have a chance to dominate the United States marketplace. We just opened up 3, 4, 5 more markets around the United States. You got to find out if you're the first person in your state to even hear about this. Where we have a chance to dominate the U.S. market. We're in over 30 states around the United States. We have upwards to 50 now of the best providers in the world. But I want to be clear here. You have a chance to be first. When's the last time you got on an airplane? Flying up, flying down, and you look down, right? What would it mean to you and your family if you got paid on all those panels? There's one chance to get in front of this, and it is now. We recently opened up Canada, again, offering millions more homes and billions of dollars in revenue. You could be the first people in the country to have the impact on your country and earn money that could change your life forever. We just opened up the small island of Puerto Rico. Do you know in the last few weeks, we've done well over $500,000 in contracts, and it looks like that could go to 1.5 million very soon because we have a rather large commercial contract, which we do in many markets as well. This small island that's in $70 billion worth of debt and needs to protect its waters and its pristine beaches and its fish and its wildlife. We have a chance to change the course of the island of Puerto Rico, the provinces in Canada, countries around the world, and you have a chance to be there first. We pay out almost everything that comes into our company. We want you to make the money. We'll pay you $2,000, as I mentioned, on those installs. We'll pay you revenue on each house that agrees to go solar. We'll pay you for the appointments, and we have life-changing lead acquisition bonuses that can pay you 6 figures in 6 months. There are no income claims here. There is no fast money here. There is no magic here. But if you want to build a team, how did Keller Williams become the largest real estate firm in the world? Because when you sell for Keller Williams, you can sell and make a commission, or you can build a team and make a percentage of what all of them do. Well, same here at Powur. If you want to submit leads and help change the world, God bless. You want to get some appointment revenue and some installation revenue, that's awesome. That's what we're looking for. But if you're that person who wants more, or maybe you're connected, you've got credibility, you're an entrepreneur, you know a lot of people, whether that's on a college campus or whether that's in a nursing home or whether that's on the beach or wherever it may be, you've got people that you want to be around and they want to be around you and they want inspiration in their lives and they want to make some more money and they want to make their children proud, all those reasons, whoever you are. If you want to build a team, when I hang up this today, I'm doing something just like this privately for one individual who's got 12 or 15 of his dear friends and colleagues getting on one of these. And we'll end up today with him having what we would call his board of directors, 3 or 4 or 5 socially conscious entrepreneurs that want to make a difference. If he successfully does that over a few generations, just repeats that process a few times, he's making 6 figures on a part-time basis while changing the world. Doesn't get any better than that. You get an unlimited license to our platform. It's valued over $1 million. Websites to build your business, all the training that you could possibly want, the support and the culture and everything you need to build your business for less than $500. Folks, I got 2 kids in college. I'm going to spend $250,000 on their education in the hopes that they get a job. I've been vice president of several medical companies working with the leading doctors and surgeons around the world. They mortgage 30 years of their lives to be profitable in their 50s. The fact that one could have a renewable energy business that they could build from the palm of their hand for less than $500 one-time fee and build a 6-figure income inside of 6 months, if they're willing to go to work for something that they believe in, how could one possibly get more value than that? This is where it starts, folks. We're launching Puerto Rico. We're launching countries around the world, but this is legacy time. This is where this begins and ends. Folks, there's no one on this planet that could debate the fact that we need to do something, right? Wouldn't you agree? There's no one on this planet that could debate the fact that these technologies like Facebook, like Airbnb, like Uber, like Amazon have changed the world. And there's no debate that the people who got there first built untold riches and are now having the times of their lives, traveling the world, doing what they want to do. They're off the clock. They're not fighting traffic. They're working with inspired people. They don't work for a boss that they can't stand. They don't fight to get the hump day, to get to thank God it's Friday, to get to the weekend so they can cram in their dry cleaning and their grocery shopping and church and their workouts and their children's soccer games, just for the privilege of starting it all over again. Some might call that the definition of insanity. If you've ever wanted to be inspired, if you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself, if you want to do something that no one in the world has ever done before, and it's all laid out there for you, you don't have to build it. You don't have to create it. You don't have to invest millions of dollars. You don't have to mortgage your home. You don't have to take time away from your family or your work. You build this around that. All of our entrepreneurs have jobs and careers and families and workout and prayer and all those things. So if there's any excuses that you have in your mind right here, let me take them away. Everybody doing this almost is on a part-time basis. Almost no one has any experience in solar or renewable energy. It's the first time for a lot of them. But isn't that what life's about? A new venture, a new adventure, doing something that's so cool that you can't wait to go to sleep at night so you can wake up in the morning and do it all over again. That's how we feel. That's the culture that we're building at Powur, and that's the culture and the kind of people that we're looking for. Folks, this is not about whether this works or not. It's working. We did $1.2 million in contracts last month from our online platform, and our entrepreneurs are earning tens of thousands of dollars by participating. This is a why now question and a why you question. I always tell people if they've got a better idea than this, I'd love to hear about it. If it worked for transportation, if it worked for hospitality, if it worked for communication, if it worked for online buying of everything under the sun, no pun intended, then it logically will work for solar and renewable energy, and it already is. If you want to have the time of your life, if you want to make more money than you've ever dreamed of, or whatever it is you're looking for, part-time money to pay some credit card bills down, get rid of the job for your spouse, get rid of one of your jobs, whatever it might be. Or if you're looking for that 6 figures or 6 figures a month, because I believe in my heart and soul, that's what the top producers, the early innovators, the people getting involved now have a chance to make. Not tomorrow. Anything worth getting, right, is worth working for. So in markets around the United States, there's no one in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, all up and down the East Coast. Florida's just launching. The Midwest is wide open. California hasn't begun. And there's markets all over the world that are wide open. There are 100 million homes in the US alone. Add another 10, 20 in Canada and Puerto Rico. Add millions and millions more as we travel around the world. And we're going to do that. We're all coming to Orlando, Florida in just a few weeks to learn, to inspire, to party, to have fun, to make money. Then many of us are off to Puerto Rico to do the same thing. If you'd like to build a business that could take you off the clock, to live the life that you want to live and do it with the coolest people on the planet, now is the moment in time. That's the word I want you to take away from this presentation, is now. It's the time to impact the planet is now. The time for people to transition for solar is now. The time to get involved in an online platform that's never been done before is now. And the time to change the course of your life is now, today. If you do not join, here's what I can promise you. Everyone will hear about this. They're going to hear about it on Facebook tomorrow. They're going to see it on LinkedIn tonight. They're going to see it at the beach over the weekend. They're going to hear about it on the golf course on Monday. The fact that you waited till tomorrow, the fact that you waited till Monday, the fact that you waited till Tuesday, get the money together, do whatever you got to do. I understand all that. Every moment that goes by is a moment where you could be changing the course of your life. For our executive team, for our leaders on here today, for all of you, we hope you take 5 minutes when this ends, get on the phone with the person that brought you here and enroll today in Powur now, today. Thank you very much. Have a great day.